When you have an old vehicle, there is always a list of things to do. Right after I got this, I put a new tank in it and a new sending unit, but I never installed a gas gauge. And so I use dipstick. As you can see, I just used it and I got about a full tank there. 14 years I've been using this dipstick. I think things need to improve a little bit. Moses, he carried a staff, much like a stick, probably obviously a little taller than this, and used it for shepherding the flocks. God took that stick and did some pretty amazing things. He showed him his power in the desert, but he also displayed that same power before Pharaoh. He cast it down on the ground, he and Aaron, and it turned into a serpent. The magicians there in Egypt decided to do the same, and God was going to teach Pharaoh a lesson. And that lesson was, even though that you're told that you're a god, I'm greater. And so the serpents that Moses and Aaron's stick turned into ate the serpents of the Egyptian magicians. And so God is greater. We see here in Exodus 7:5, it says, "The Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord when I stretch forth my hand upon Egypt and bring the children of Israel out from among them." We also read, and these are great passages in Exodus 45, "I am the Lord and there is none else. There is no God beside me." Then we see in verse 22, "Look unto me and be saved, all the ends of the earth, for I am God and there is none else." So that salvation, that deliverance comes from God. Taking a look at Monday and Tuesday's devotional, we see here that they also take that staff and they touch the Nile, and all the water of the Nile and all of the water in the entire land turns to blood. And so what we see here is we see God's power. And so they saw the Nile as kind of the lifeblood of that area. And so God has taken a hold of that lifeblood and choking it. This is the beginning of 10 plagues. This one starts with blood and the last one ends with blood. And so you're going to see there is a connection there. But what God is saying is, all of your gods and you, Pharaoh, I'm greater. And I'm not going to compromise with you, and we're not going to make deals. What I say reigns supreme because I am the Almighty God. So really, the question that is being begged here that we just really, really need to ask ourselves is, do we let anything come in between us and God? Pharaoh was allowing a lot of things that come between him and God, and he also made himself God. Do we do anything like that? I hope not. If we do, we'll end up being a dipstick. And what we need to really think about is how we can allow God's power to manifest in itself like Moses and Aaron did. Because I want to tell you, the more Pharaoh resisted, the greater glory went to God. And so, are we going to allow the greater glory in our life? May God richly bless you. Thank you so much.